Welcome to BookSum, where we delve into the wisdom and stories that have inspired generations. In today's episode, we're exploring one of the most beloved novels of all time, Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist. This is not just a tale of treasure and adventure, it's a profound narrative about following your dreams, understanding the language of the world, and discovering the true meaning of life. The Alchemist takes us on a journey with Santiago, a young shepherd whose simple life is transformed by a recurring dream and a desire to find a hidden treasure. But as we'll discover, the real treasure Santiago seeks is not just gold or jewels, it's the fulfillment of his own personal legend, a concept Coelho beautifully weaves through this enchanting story. In this episode, we'll walk alongside Santiago as he travels from the rolling hills of Spain to the mysterious sands of Egypt, meeting wise men, facing trials, and ultimately learning that the journey itself is as important as the destination. Whether you've read The Alchemist before or are new to its magic, this episode will remind you why Coelho's tale is a must read and why its lessons are just as relevant today as when it was first published. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this journey together. Chapter 1: The Beginning of a Journey. The story of the alchemist begins with Santiago, a young shepherd who lives a life of freedom, traveling with his sheep across the Andalusian countryside. Santiago owns little, just a jacket, a book he could trade for another, and his flock of sheep. Yet, most importantly, he is able to live out his dream every day. Looking at the sunrise, he reflects, I couldn't have found God in the seminary. Santiago is content, knowing that if he tires of this life, he could sell his sheep and go to sea, exploring new cities, meeting new people, and finding new ways to be happy. This philosophical reflection on the nature of happiness and the pursuit of one's dreams sets the tone for the book's exploration of these themes. One night, while sleeping in the ruins of an old church, Santiago has a recurring dream. A child tells him of a treasure hidden near the Egyptian pyramids. This dream stirs something deep within him. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting, Santiago realizes as he hurries his pace the next day. Intrigued, he seeks out a gypsy fortune teller who tells him what he already knows deep down: he must go to the pyramids to find this treasure. Though skeptical, he leaves with a reminder from the gypsy that the simplest things in life are the most extraordinary, and only the wise can see them. This beginning sets the stage for Santiago's journey, a testament to his courage and determination. It reminds us all that life's mysteries are often hidden in plain sight, waiting for those brave enough to pursue them. Chapter 2: The Call of Fate. Despite the gypsy's advice, Santiago returns to his life as a shepherd, trying to forget about the dream. But fate has other plans. While sitting in a plaza, an old man named Melchizedek, who claims to be the king of Salem, approaches Santiago. The old man tells Santiago something profound: that many people abandon their dreams because they believe they have lost control of their lives to fate. Melchizedek says, everyone seems to have a clear idea of how other people should lead their lives, but none about his or her own. Faced with a choice, Santiago ponders his future. He had to choose between something he had become accustomed to and something he wanted to have. Melchizedek reminds Santiago that when you want something, all the universe conspires to help you achieve it. Santiago decides to take the risk and sells a portion of his flock to Melchizedek in exchange for guidance on finding the treasure. As Santiago sets off on his journey, he reflects on the words of Melchizedek and realizes that everyone, when they are young, knows what their personal legend is. This chapter highlights the importance of recognizing and pursuing our dreams, no matter how daunting they may seem. Chapter 3: Trials of the Journey. Santiago's journey quickly takes an unexpected turn when he arrives in Tangier, only to be robbed of all his money. Alone in a strange city, Santiago must decide whether to see himself as a victim or as an adventurer in quest of his treasure. He chooses the latter, realizing that there is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. Santiago finds work with a crystal merchant, determined to earn enough money to return home. As time passes, he learns valuable lessons about perseverance and adaptability. The merchant tells Santiago about a man who, like Santiago, dreamed of travel. When he was a child, that man wanted to travel too, but he decided first to buy his bakery and put some money aside. When he's an old man, he's going to spend a month in Africa. He never realized that people are capable at any time in their lives of doing what they dream of. The lessons Santiago learns during this phase of his journey teach him that our dreams are not to be postponed indefinitely. He reflects, "Now, I'm beginning what I could have started 10 years ago, but I'm happy at least that I didn't wait 20 years." This reflection on the value of perseverance and the importance of seizing opportunities for personal growth is a key theme in the book. Chapter 4: The Desert's Wisdom. With renewed determination, Santiago joins a caravan crossing the vast desert, where he meets an Englishman who is in search of an alchemist. The desert, with its silence and vastness, begins to teach Santiago its profound lessons. Most people see the world as a threatening place, and because they do, the world turns out, indeed, to be a threatening place. Santiago reflects, his mind opening to new perspectives. As they travel, Santiago learns to listen to the language of the desert, understanding that the silence and vastness of the landscape reflect the depths of his soul. You don't even have to understand the desert. All you have to do is contemplate a simple grain of sand, and you will see in it all the marvels of creation. The journey through the desert is not just a physical one, it is a spiritual journey where Santiago begins to understand the true nature of his quest. This chapter illustrates that the challenges we face in life are not just obstacles, but opportunities to learn and grow, just as Santiago does as he journeys through the desert. Chapter 5: The Language of the Heart. At the oasis, Santiago meets Fatima, a woman of the desert, and falls in love. He realizes that love is a universal language, one that everyone can understand in their hearts. Fatima, understanding the nature of Santiago's quest, urges him to continue his journey, even though it means leaving her behind. One is loved because one is loved. No reason is needed for loving, Fatima tells him. Santiago's love for Fatima deepens his understanding of his own heart and the importance of following his personal legend. He reflects, "I'm afraid that if my dream is realized, I'll have no reason to go on living." But he also realizes that the closer one gets to realizing his personal legend, the more that personal legend becomes his true reason for being. The oasis becomes a symbol of the balance between pursuing one's dreams and the relationships that nourish the soul. Santiago learns that love, like the desert, is vast and powerful, but it must never stop him from pursuing his destiny. This realization resonates with the readers, reminding them of the importance of love and relationships in their own journeys. Chapter 6: The Alchemist's Guidance. Santiago's vision of an impending attack on the oasis comes true, drawing the attention of a mysterious figure, the alchemist. The alchemist sees in Santiago the potential to achieve greatness and decides to accompany him on the final leg of his journey. There is only one way to learn, the alchemist tells Santiago. It's through action. Everything you need to know, you have learned through your journey. As they journey together, the alchemist challenges Santiago to push beyond his fears and limitations, embrace the unknown, and trust in the wisdom of the world. That's what alchemists do. They show that when we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Santiago learns that true wisdom comes from action, from living out one's dreams, and from understanding that the journey is as important as the destination. This chapter emphasizes the importance of taking action in the pursuit of our dreams and the transformative power that comes from embracing the challenges along the way. Chapter 7: The Power of Transformation. In a dramatic climax, Santiago and the alchemist are captured by tribesmen who demand that Santiago prove his worth by transforming into the wind. Terrified, Santiago realizes that this is the ultimate test of his journey. With the alchemist's guidance, he calls upon the desert, the wind, and the sun, and ultimately connects with the soul of the world. Through this connection, Santiago understands that he is one with the universe, and in a miraculous moment, he transforms into the wind. This act of transformation symbolizes the culmination of Santiago's journey, from a simple shepherd boy to a man who understands the true power within himself. Santiago realizes, I'm like everyone else. I see the world in terms of what I would like to see, not what actually does. This realization allows him to transcend his limitations and achieve the impossible. It is a powerful reminder that when we are aligned with our true purpose, we are capable of miracles. Santiago's transformation is not just physical, but spiritual, as he realizes that all things are interconnected and that true power comes from understanding this unity. Chapter 8: The Treasure Revealed. After parting ways with the alchemist, Santiago finally reaches the pyramids. As he begins to dig, he is attacked by thieves who take his gold and nearly kill him. In his despair, Santiago shares the story of his dream with them, and in a twist of fate, one of the thieves reveals that he, too, had a dream of a treasure buried in a ruined church in Spain under a sycamore tree. Realizing the irony, Santiago returns to the very place where his journey began and finds the treasure buried there. The treasure is real, but the true treasure is the journey itself, the lessons learned, the love found, and the wisdom gained. Santiago's journey teaches us that sometimes what we seek is not in a distant land, but within ourselves, in the place we least expect. The story concludes with Santiago reflecting on his journey, realizing that there is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. As Santiago feels the wind blow again, he knows his journey is not over. Life is generous to those who pursue their legends, and Santiago is already on his way to his next adventure, knowing that the real treasure lies in the journey itself. Conclusion: as Santiago's journey comes full circle, we are reminded that the real treasure he discovered was not just a chest of gold, but the wisdom, love, and self realization gained along the way. The Alchemist teaches us that the pursuit of our dreams is not just about reaching a destination, but about the transformations we undergo and the truths we uncover about ourselves and the world. Santiago's story is a powerful metaphor for anyone who dares to chase their dreams. It encourages us to listen to our hearts, to recognize the signs the universe sends our way, and to understand that every step we take, whether it leads us forward or backward, is an integral part of our journey. In the end, the alchemist leaves us with a profound message. The true treasures in life are often found within, and the journey is what makes them truly valuable. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist. We hope this episode has inspired you to reflect on your own journey and the dreams that guide you. Remember, as Santiago discovered, the universe conspires in helping those who follow their hearts. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with others who might benefit from this timeless story. Stay tuned for more episodes where we continue to delve into the wisdom and magic of the world's most inspiring books. Until next time, keep following your dreams and remember, the journey is just as important as the destination.